What's up, guys? Thomas here with Elderwood Games, and today let's talk about goal setting. One thing I want to do going forward with the channel is at the end of every month, so the last video of the month, I will be setting a goal for the following month, kind of having some maybe little updates in each video, and then at the end of the month, we'll talk through how my goal went. Did I complete it? How far was I from completing it? And maybe the why or why nots of that. So for September, my goal is going to be finishing the Sisters of Battle Combat Patrol. This has been in my backlog for a bit of time. I just haven't really found the, motivation to work on it. So just for a little bit of background, my wife enjoys playing. We've done some kind of skirmishes with a few units just to kind of get a basic understanding of the rules. But as you guys kind of know, playing with someone else's models, while it is fun, it's not like your army. So we went to the game store and she actually picked out the Hospitaller without my kind of lead. She was just like, oh, you know what, this is a really cool model. So it's actually still on the painting desk, which she did assemble this model, and she painted the kind of downed sister that comes with it. But it's just, at least right now, the hobby side of it isn't really her thing, which I know some of you probably feel the same way. You may not like the building or the painting or either, and you just kind of want, maybe have someone else to do that. So I was like, well, I obviously do love her and care for her very much, and she enjoys playing this game, and we enjoy kind of having games together. We have quite an array of board games as well that we usually try and play, every now and then when we have the time to. So I think for this month, I would like to do that, so that way, by the end of this month or after that, we could do some smaller games, get her kind of up to speed on how to play, and maybe get her to get into list building and that sort of deal, because obviously I would want her to pick her models for it. I'll be able to guide her on what models are like good and maybe not so good, but I know I also pick models that aren't good just for the aesthetics of it or what I think looks cool. So so I think for September, my goal is going to be to clear out and paint the Combat Patrol. So I think to do that, the best thing for me to do is going to be basically building and painting one unit a week. But I think I may start by just building everything. Mainly because the sisters have kind of three big components, at least in this box. So we have a lot of flesh with the Arcoflagellants. And then some of the sisters have faces, but I've already agreed that if I'm painting it and I can choose helmets, I get to choose helmets. So we have all of that. And then they have a lot of cloth and a lot of armor. So for the armor, she wanted a kind of rustic sort of bronze kind of color, if you can make that out on there. So pretty dark armor, and then for the cloth, she wants like a mix of reds, whites, and blues, mainly for Baroque religious art, not patriotism. But basically this is kind of the vibe that she wants for them. So this is the Hospitaller again. And then just some touches of gold, some touches of silver. So a very heavy metallic army, which I won't lie, isn't my favorite thing to paint. I don't tend to use a lot of metallics unless it's just strictly on weapons. My orcs have some. My Tau in the very early stages had some, but I've since kind of taken that away. And then my Space Marines had some dry brushing and some details that were metallic. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll give me a chance. It'll give me a break from Tau and Tyranids and Orcs. And by the end of it, my wife will have something that she can play and bring to the table, and we can actually play kind of like real games of 40,000. So that way she can feel comfortable in the army that she's chosen. And also, if she ends up not really liking how that army plays, I think that'll hopefully kind of incentivize her to be like, okay, well, maybe this isn't one for me. Can I try Tyranids or Tau? Or if I still have them, the Space Marines, to kind of try that as well, and go from there. So, yeah. So, what kind of goals do you think you would have for this next month? Whether it's hobbying, just getting some more games in, maybe starting a new army if you've already finished all of that. Maybe even clearing out some of your backlog, because to be honest with you, I think some of the goals for the next few months might be relating to that for me, because I would like to get out from under some of the unfinished models that I have. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a short one. I always like to keep these videos short because for me, I do like just kind of the quick updates and that sort of thing. But let me know if you'd like to see longer form videos and what you'd like those to be. But thanks everybody, and I hope to see you in